Today I'm going to show you why Moomoo has the best brokerage bonus right now. And it's not this 8.1% APY for 3 months and the 30 free stocks that I like. If we scroll down here, 5 free stocks with $100 or 25 free stocks when you deposit $2,000. Okay, that's pretty nice, but this is what I like down here. A 3% transfer cash coupon match. So 3% match. Plus, you get the 8.1% APY on the idle cash for the 3 months. And you can go back and deposit additional money and get this free stock. So you get the 8.1% on uninvested cash. If you deposit $2,000, you're going to get not 25 free stocks, but 30 free stocks. And the stocks can be valued, I think it's anywhere from $2 to $30. Okay, so this 3%, this is up to $600. So if you transfer $20,000, that's going to be $600. So maybe you're saying, I don't want to transfer over to a Chinese broker like Moomoo and have the money stuck there for 2 years to 5 years. So I agree, I don't want to keep the money there 2 years. What if I told you this is only 90 days? So you basically only have to transfer the money within roughly 90 days. You're going to get the 3% in roughly 90 days. So $600 if you did $20,000. And if you did less than that, it's just 3%. The stock value is anywhere from $2 to $2,000 each. And from what I understand, after the stocks are drawn, you have to keep it for roughly 60 days. Then you can take out the money. And here's another thing here. So this clarifies that you can double it up. Will I be able to participate in the 3% cash coupon match if I have participated in this promotion? Yes. The two promotions are not mutually exclusive. If you meet the promotion requirements, you will be able to receive the extra APY and the free stocks for opening your account and depositing, as well as the 3% cash coupon match for your first transfer. Okay, so how does that compare to other brokerages? If we look at Tastytrade, which has a pretty good promotion, Tastytrade has a deposit or transfer bonus that's roughly 2%. So you get roughly 2% on the amount transferred. Now it's a little bit more here on this lower end. And as you go up in the higher end, it's a little bit less than 2%. But the sweet spot with Tastytrade is really the $100,000 bonus. If you transfer $100,000 with Tastytrade, the sweet spot is you get $2,000, which is a full 2%. Or the $25,000 one is also pretty good, and the $5,000. If we compare it to Webull, another Chinese broker, if we look at Webull, for instance, for the $100,000 transfer bonus, it's only $750, which is less than the $2,000. So they're not so good for that. But they do give you 2% here for this one, 2% for this one. So still pretty good, but not as good as Moomoo's 3%. So Moomoo is giving you, for $20,000, they're giving $600, not $500. This one you've got to do $5,000 more, and you're getting $100 less. And this one, you probably have to keep it there for more than 90 days. Here we go. Maintain your qualifying balance until March 10th, 2026. So that's over 12 months. If you find this information useful, please press that like button. It really helps. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks. How does Moomoo compare to Robinhood's transfer bonus right now? If you do a transfer with Robinhood, for IRA transfers, for example, everyone, including Robinhood Gold subscribers, will receive 1%. So they're only paying 1%. And it says here, for a limited time, Robinhood Gold subscribers will earn a 2% match on IRA transfers. But that means you're paying a monthly fee for Robinhood Gold. And here's the thing about Robinhood. You must hold the funds in your Robinhood IRA for at least 5 years to be a Robinhood Gold subscriber for the first year after the gold match. So you're going to have to keep the money there for 5 years, which is way too long in my opinion. So that's why Moomoo, I think, is the best one so far. So I'm going to review Moomoo today and show you what the interface looks like. So I'm logged into Webull right now, as you can see from this little Chinese looking icon here. So this is what is available for the web interface. So I haven't deposited any money, but this is the only functionality that you have with the web interface. The trading interface is not available via the web. Now you could select transfer stock in, you could select the broker, You can select Fidelity, Robinhood, etc., and it asks for the account info. Okay, and here's the transfer option. When I selected the transfer option, this is the transfer option. Instant transfer, $3,500 a day limit, and it's only showing 2 accounts for instant transfer, Bank of America and US Bank, but you can link another bank and deposit it. And then it's not going to be limited to $3,500 a day also, I think. If we select ACA transfer, for instance, it says 4 to 5 days arrival estimated, $25,000 per month. And it basically asks for, please set up a trading password before linking a bank account. Just like Webull, it's asking for a 6-digit password afterwards, which is kind of weird. And when I select this option, select bank account, it's going through Plaid. Now I just tried Fidelity and it says connectivity not supported. So it looks like I'll be able to transfer it in, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to do a deposit through Fidelity. Now I see an option here for withdrawal. I see a history option here for withdrawal, but I don't see where you do the withdrawal. So I believe this has to be done through the app. Now I did see an option here for paper trade. And if I hit start paper trade, it does sort of give me an interface. So it does have sort of a web interface for paper trade, but I don't believe this applies for anything else. So for example, if I want to look at NVIDIA, I can scroll through, see a bunch of stocks. I can do some fake buys. So to find the interface for Moomoo, I have to download the app for Android or iOS, which I've already done, or I can install Moomoo Desktop, which is an app for Windows, Linux, Mac, but it's not a website. So there's no web interface. When I click download now, you can see that it's available through the Apple Store, Google Play, Mac OS, Windows, Linux, and then there's an open API, but no website. There's not a single website, which is disappointing. And this actually says brand new. So this is sort of a new thing. It does show that there's Moomoo on TradingView available. I'm not so happy about not having a web interface. I think that's a major oversight. But what does Moomoo have that's good besides the bonus, the really nice bonus? They've got a low margin rate, 6.8%. Now, I don't buy on margin, but this is lower, I think, than everyone else's. And when we compare Moomoo to Robinhood, Webull, TD Ameritrade, etc., roughly the same commission, no commission for equity. Options fees, 0, just like Robinhood and Webull. Over-the-counter market trading, 0. Whereas most of these other ones are $6.95. But here's the margin rate, 6.8%. We look at everyone else, it's 8%. Even for Webull, it's 8 to 12%. Now, I think the one that's maybe beats it is another Chinese broker called, now when we go to TradeUp's margin rate is 5.99%. So TradeUp still beats Moomoo. So Moomoo has no web interface. And so this is the Mac OS app. I haven't tried this on Windows or Linux, but this is what you see when you open the app. Now, I'm running a 27-inch monitor with a 4K resolution right now. And as you can see, the text is really small. And I haven't found a way to increase the size of this text. Now, if Moomoo had a web interface like everyone else, like all the big guys like Fidelity, Vanguard, Schwab, etc., I would be able to zoom in and out and make this text larger. So it's very hard to capture right now. And so the only way I found to increase the size of this text is basically to switch my resolution all the way down to regular. So if I drop the resolution down to regular HD, which is roughly half the resolution, then everything gets larger. But the problem I see with this is, if this is the interface designed for heavy traders and you're using a big monitor to get lots of stuff on the screen, if you have to drop the resolution all the way down to HD, then you're basically losing a lot of screen real estate. So it's not going to be good for trading. If I drop the resolution down to regular HD, now you can see everything is much larger. Now it's pretty much readable, but everything is too large and there's not enough space on the screen. So what kind of features do we have here? We've got a stock screener. We've got trading for crypto here. You can set up some sort of strategy. You can do a back test. You can do live trades. They have an option here under Discover. You can set up layouts for active trader. Now, I can't imagine running this as an active trader when you can't change the As far as I can tell, you can't actually increase the size of the text or make things or scale it smaller or larger. Maybe I'm wrong, but I looked under settings, I couldn't find it. And this is actually the problem I had with TradeUp and Webull also. They have I believe they all have the same issue with scaling and changing the font size in the applications. Moomoo is apparently a stock, so I have the Moomoo ticker pulled up here. The company is worth, the Moomoo parent company is worth $16.74 billion. And if we look at the stock price here, it peaked around 2021, and it's been going up gradually ever since it's bottomed out. Now the order type we can do limit, market on close, stop limit, trailing stop. I'm not even sure what these are here. TWAP and TWAP. Limit and market orders. We can see the order screen here. Positions. We can create watch list here. We can see the industry section. We have a heat map here. Stocks, top stocks. Nvidia was down 4% on Friday. You can see all this here. This is pretty useful. Earnings calendar, pattern finder. Here's the crypto section under markets. We also have ETFs here. Overview. We also have got some foreign markets here. We could do Singapore, etc. News, options. Now the option here for deposit, when I click on this, it takes you to the web interface. So it doesn't look like there's a way to withdraw money using this app interface. There's also a chat section here. I'm not sure what this is for. You can add, I guess, friends that you have that use Moomoo. Here's the settings section. If you go to the top, you can modify some stuff a little bit. Trading, quotes, shortcuts. You can do shortcuts. You can add, I don't believe they let you add a shortcut, but oh, here you go. So you could actually set up a shortcut for buying and selling, which is nice. And I don't see any option here either to withdraw money. Okay, here's the paper trade section. So you can do the paper trade on the website, and there's an option here in the app. You could buy and sell Nvidia or whatever you want. Okay, so that's it for the desktop interface. Okay, here's the Moomoo iPhone interface. Okay, you've got the watch list here. If we click on the Nvidia here, we can see a nice chart. We can see the options chain. We have comments, just like public brokerage has comments. We've got news, company info. We've got some revenue data, earnings. We've got a little bit of earnings data here. Revenue breakdown. Here we can see earnings per share. It doesn't go back. It doesn't go back very far though. And it looks like, oh, here we go. We can change from quarterly to, it looks like only quarterly data is available. When I click on this, I don't see annual data. So not as much information as what something like Fidelity gives you. Top shareholders, dividends. And if we want to trade, we can select this trade option here. We've got limit orders, market orders, stop limit, trailing stop loss. You can see some order information, order book here. Okay, enough of that. All right, so we've got the watch list. We also have insights. We can select Warren Buffett's top holdings. It shows Bank of America, Coca-Cola, Chevron. We can see Nancy Pelosi stocks and how the performance is done. And there's some other ones here also. Kathy Wood. Under accounts, you can see the assets that I have or don't have, in my case. Cash sweep, orders. As the orders are filled, you can see it here. We've got a history, order history info here. Transfers. And under transfers, we can do deposits right here. Instant transfer, $3,500 a day. We can also do ACH transfers. We can select the bank to transfer from. Here's the option for withdrawal. This was missing on the other one. Withdrawal limit, $5,000 per day. ACH transfer. And we can select different accounts here to add. Exchange. Oh, this is some type of currency exchange. Cash transfer. Transfer between Moomoo US accounts. Transfer stock in. We can select the brokerages here. Fidelity, Robinhood, etc. Transfer stock out. Now, they don't have an option for this. This actually says you have to email them. There's a $75 fee when you transfer out of Moomoo. So if you get the $600 and you do the full $20,000, there's going to be a $75 fee after you transfer it out, which I'm sure a lot of people probably will. But luckily, Fidelity, if you're using Fidelity or Vanguard, they don't charge a fee to transfer out from them. So there's only going to be one fee, the $75. So you have to send an email to cs@us@moomoo.com. And then bank accounts, you can add another bank account here. Also under more, there's more options here. Fund details, option level. There's an IPO option where you can do, it looks like some type of IPO stuff. There's the cash sweep here. I haven't signed up for this one yet. This will give you the 8.1% for 3 months. Tax documents here. And there's some information here on the trading, order history. Here we can find profit and loss info under my assets, account settings, trade preference. This one has quite a bit of details. You can select liquidation settings here, how you want the securities, average cost or diluted cost, how it's going to show them. So it's got a lot more features in the app than it does the Mac OS app. Also, you've got a discovery option here where it's got markets. You could look at the S&P 500, other stocks, and see how well they've done recently. There's a heat map that shows the heat map of different stocks. There's also a screener where you can screen stocks. You can select, it doesn't look too advanced. You can do price earnings ratio, price to book ratio, market cap, etc. So it looks fairly advanced for the screener. You can also do ETFs. You can screen ETFs here. Ratings changes. Here's a heat map for the ETFs somewhere. There we go. When we click on me, there's a section here also where you can invite friends. If you sign up with my code, you will get up to 30 free stocks, and I'll get a little bit of a referral commission. You can also refer others. Here's all the promotions they have currently going. And I actually see two options. I see a 1.5% cash transfer reward down at the bottom here. And then I see one that's the 3% cash transfer coupon. Okay, so when you click on the 1.5%, it now shows 3%. So if you're worried about that, it looks like it'll work for either one of those when you click on it. So the one at the top says 3, the bottom one says 1.5, but it goes to the 3 one. Also, there's a discount for seeking alpha here. Customer service can be found here. They have a phone inquiry. There's a phone number, and it's basically like 9 to 5 hours. There's also online, and under reward history, you can see what sort of rewards they have. So right now, you can see I've got a 4% APY boost activated, and I have to click use. So after you've selected, you may want to go to this section and make sure you've activated those offers. There's also more options under settings. So you can select the way everything is displayed. You can change stuff a little bit there. Chat settings, watch lists and quotes. So there you have it. That's my review for Moomoo. If you want to try out Moomoo, I'll put a referral link down below. I think they've got one of the best referral offers right now. I'll put a link below where you can sign up, get the 30 free stocks, and do the transfer bonus. Look for that link below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. Thanks for watching.